Hi. I didn't think I was going to do another video this quick. I did one yesterday, but weird stuff's going on. Out of nowhere, memories will hit. And I had one major memory today. I was folding laundry and putting it away and was opening up the underwear drawer, I'll be honest. I don't call it lingerie because I don't wear lingerie anymore. I haven't for a long time. I live clean and functional right now. No, maybe I'll get up to a point where that will change. But anyway, during the time with George, he had expectations, and when I would get dressed up, he wanted the little panties in the bra or, the sexy nightie. And, that was all well and fine. And then I don't remember why or how or why this occurred, but I remember I was packing up things at his apartment, and I don't remember if it had been for a fight or it had been, he was telling me to get out. I don't remember, but I remember opening the drawer with all the lingerie, and I took a garbage bag and I put everything in that garbage bag. And when I left, I stopped at the dumpster, and that whole bag went into the dumpster. You see, when you're destroyed, you don't realize it. And there's not a shred of your being that feels like anything's going to change or there's any hope. And you have been demoralized. You get kind of numb, and you don't see how those feelings could ever possibly be part of your life again. So you cut the cord, you throw them away, and you get on with life. And that the shell woke up every morning and showered and got dressed and put on her makeup and got, went on with life. And that's what I was. I was a shell. But I didn't know it. But how lousy must I have felt that he had even taken that away from me to the point where I threw everything away. So, about a week or so later, we were getting dressed to go out, and he said, well, where's your pretty? Where's your pretty? And I looked at him and I said, I threw it all out. It's gone. Well, that was an eye-opener for him. And I never bought another shred of anything else. It was the long granny gowns to bed, the flannel gowns in the winter, my nice, comfortable, cotton, functional underwear for every day, and I never put on a shred of anything sexy for him ever again. And I don't think there was anything he could have ever said to me to change that. And I've been reading a lot of the Knowing the Narcissist stuff on Facebook, and I scour through everything on Pinterest, and let me tell you, Pinterest is great therapy. YouTube also, but reading the little inspirational things, I think I've pinned probably 500 of them now onto my phone and my tablet. It's great therapy. Great therapy. Maybe one of these days I'll read over some of the ones that mean the most. But, yeah, it's, just memories like that come flooding back. I remember the good things. I mean, I'm not saying that everything was horrible. It wasn't. We had some good times. But, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, remembering getting almost not being let on an airplane because he was throwing a fit, getting thrown out of restaurants, him being rude and throwing things or spitting at a lawyer. And when I used to walk out, reading these Knowing the Narcissist comments, and everybody says, are they ever going to say they're sorry? Do they say they're sorry? Do they apologize? Do they know what they did? I used to get sucked up into that. I'm sorry, I love you, things are going to be different, There's only one reason he was sorry. Well, there was two reasons he was sorry. Number one, I paid his bills. And number two, I was a sure thing. He knew he was gonna get laid, and he knew the bills were paid, and if I wasn't around and he wasn't sucking up to me for that 5 minutes for that, he would have been on the street, dirty and sexless, which I should have done, but I cared too much. I cared. And anyway, so, it's just bizarre how just something like putting away the laundry is going to trigger a memory. And I know there's more to come. I know there are. Because I've already obsessed over all the good memories. And those good memories are, what hurts, because there weren't that many of them, but they were good. And, but let me tell you, those good memories were not enough to make me change my mind. I walked out. Well, I didn't walk out. I didn't let him back in. That was the thing. I made him suffer. I didn't let him come back. He had gone to visit family, and I picked him up at the airport, and we drove home. And as I drove down the freeway past our neighborhood, he's like, well, aren't we going home? And I said to him, no. Where are we going? I said, you have a hotel room for a week, and then you have to find a place to live. And, we'll get to that as I, keep on with my story of George. But I was just having a moment tonight and a flashback, and, just remembering how good it feels now that I can talk. I'm telling you guys what's going on. I'm slowly peeling away the layers of the abuse and the superficial scars are going away. The deep ones, I don't know how long it's going to take. I mean, I think, maybe a little bit of professional help, maybe to get over some of the scars. They're deep, baby. They are really, really, really deep. I look at my face in the mirror and I go, oh, you're not so bad. Then I look at my face on the tablet and I'm thinking, holy shit. Who are you and what happened? And, the memories and the voices in my head. People talk about abuse and physical abuse. I don't condone any abuse. Nobody should condone any abuse. But you know what? People don't understand. You heal from physical abuse, but the mental and the psychological abuse, that's, you don't see the healing, you don't feel the healing, you hear the voices in your head. I hear my mom's voice over and over and over and over, and it was the other thing that happened tonight that I think prompted this video were, I found a letter that I had saved from an elderly, dear friend. And in the letter she had stated that she knows I've been through a tough time and to always remember she would be there for me. And how she knew, what she knew, I don't know. It must have been something she had seen. So I guess tomorrow I go light a candle for her. So this is number 5. And I have a feeling I'm nowhere near done. You got to remember this is my story. And I've also had a few people tell me how brave I am to do this. Brave. I'm not brave. Not at all. I think I'm one of the most scared people walking the planet. But I want to know what being alive feels like. And I want to know what being healthy feels like. And God willing, maybe someday I'll know what being in love feels like. Proper love, not the bullshit love. Okay, that's enough for tonight. Just remember, when you see somebody walking down the street, give them a smile. God knows they probably need it. All scars aren't visible. I'm living proof of that. And happy Labor Day. Go Union. And I'll see you next week. Thanks. Love y'all. Bye.